untitled.com, and today we're going to chat up a storm with Pooja Chopra. Yes, she's the same chick who's won the best smile, Miss Sparkling Beauty, and the best board.
Thank you.
At the Femina Miss India pageant. She played the fiery Simran in Commando, and now she's all set to sprinkle the signature Pooja Chopra charm in Commando 2 as well. So Pooja, Commando 2, more action, more drama, and of course more expectations as well.
Yeah.
So does that make you all jittery?
Being jittery is good. See, when we started out with Commando 1, none of us knew that it's going to be accepted so well. It was the director's first film, the hero's first film, heroine's first film, the music director's first film. So all of us were first timers. So we had no experience, no first-hand experience at all. So it was just like we all have come together, a lot of passion, a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, a lot of hopes and faith and prayers and blessings. And we all put together our best, and what came out was success. So we're very happy. And now with Commando 2, it is of course all of that and more of that, because there's so much more happiness. Because it's like we've done something which has come out so well, which people have accepted, appreciated. So और ज़्यादा जोश and मस्ती से we are like venturing into Commando 2.
Pooja, there was this rumor in between that there's bad blood between you and Vidyut Jamal. Tell us how much sachai is there in this rumor?
Vidyut and Jamal and me, we keep fighting. No, I mean, everyone who knows Vidyut will know that he just cannot fight. And everyone who knows me will know that I only fight.
Right.
I am like a chatterbox and I only keep fighting, but I can only fight, I can't fight with a wall. I can only fight with someone who responds back, or
Doesn't he intimidate you? His huge board. He's such a beefy hunk.
He just protects me all the time. I mean, I remember during the shoot of Commando, I must have fallen like over 30 times. And whenever there are, during shoots and all that, during launches we go and there are these guys who just come on to you. He would come and just side them and I'd be like, okay, thank you. He'd be like my commando even in real life. So how will I fight with him? I mean, of course I keep teasing him because that's so me. I mean, I will keep making fun, I will keep pulling people's legs. I'm like a complete chatterbox. I'm all around the place, everywhere, every time. Even at home or with friends or even on location. And Vidyut will be like this quiet guy who'll be in one place, going through his lines or like doing this, and I'll keep pulling his leg. So how can somebody fight with someone who is so quiet and so calm and so serene? I keep trying a lot to fight, but he just doesn't fight. I wish he would fight.
So you just said you're very bubbly and all over the place. When you saw Jab We Met, did you
totally
see yourself in Kareena
Totally
Kapoor?
Forget about me seeing myself. I got so many calls. ये डायरेक्टर से तू मिली थी क्या पहले इम्तियाज? तेरा ये इंस्पिरेशन तेरा ही है. तेरे को कहीं ट्रेन में या बस में या कहीं रास्ते में मिला है क्या? ये कॉपीराइट तो this is you. This is exactly you. And I totally relate with Kareena and Jab We Met. Absolutely, like chapar. In fact, my nani says that अगर बातें करने पे tax pay करना होता, so you would have definitely surpassed Amitabh Bachchan also. And yeah, I chat a lot. In fact, even in my sleep, I'll be sleeping and I'll be like blah 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 in something. I don't know from where it comes, but yeah, I blah blah too much.
Okay. Pooja, I'm just reading a lot about you, and you have quite a struggle story, And every girl who wants to enter Bollywood, everyone has a struggle story at the end of the day, right?
True.
So, what message would you like to give to those girls who are still trying to make a mark in Bollywood?
What message? All I would want to say is that everyone struggles. Everyone who's reached at a particular position where the person is today has definitely had some story behind. And I think people like me or people whoever struggled, we value success way more because we've earned it. We're not born with a silver spoon. And even for me, being a tomboy to being a Miss India East to being Miss India, then at Miss World, and then guest appearances in films like Fashion and Heroine, and then Commando. So you value this so much more. I'm sure had I just had producers and directors lining outside my door and coming scripts, I would not have probably worked this hard or appreciated this. So all I would want to tell them is that even if it's a struggle, you should value it and really put in a lot of hard work and focus and never leave the path, because at the end it'll be like a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It's always like that. If you have put your dedication and 100% of devotion and sincerity in anything, not only be it modeling or acting, in anything, even in studies or any sport, any game, at the end of the rainbow, there's always a pot of gold waiting for you.
Right.
And you'd always cherish it.
Your mom has stuck her nose to the grindstone and made you reach this position where you are today. You've had a modest upbringing. So it's been quite a journey, and being middle class has its set of boon and bane, you know. We all know about the bane part. What's the boon?
I think, yeah, definitely mom has struggled a lot and got me to where I am. I think a lot of I am a modern girl, but I think a lot of my values, a lot of my thinking, upbringing is still very middle class. I don't party, neither do I smoke, neither do I drink, neither do I have a boyfriend. Not that I think all these things are wrong, but I think that my career, my work is way more important right now. And even when it comes to waking up in the morning and touching Nani's feet, so it is still very, very modest. I still come on from a very middle class, so the thinking is very middle class. Even today, if I buy an LV bag, my mother will not eat properly for a month. 1 lakh ka bag, hey Bhagwan, ये मेरे 1 साल की salary है. So you know, each penny is still counted for. My statements, my bank statements don't come to me, they go to Pune with mom, and she literally calculates everything. कि ये इतना ज़्यादा खर्चा हो गया, आज इतना ज़्यादा क्यों खर्चा हो गया. So I think it keeps you rooted, very well rooted, very grounded and well rooted. It doesn't get onto your head. And I think the banes are that because you come from a normal, modest upbringing to now, where you're staying in a good house in Bombay, you have a chauffeur-driven car, you have the best of brands, best of designers, best of hotels and restaurants that you're going to. So you value it because you've earned it. You know, you've never seen this, and you know that you've worked really hard and you've put in a lot of blood and sweat to reach here. So you value it a lot more.
Right. Pooja, in Commando, there's this hero and heroine. You finally get the love of your life in the end.
Yeah.
What happens in Commando 2? Do we hear the wedding bells ringing or something like that?
No. Commando 2, I wish I could divulge more. But as of now, Commando 2 has just been announced. We've probably, of course, had readings and all of that. But I cannot divulge anything about the story. Nothing about Simrit Kaur. Nothing about Karanveer Dogra. And I'm so sorry. But otherwise, I'm going to be the commander is going to come and start shooting me. I won't take that chance, but no, I really can't. Too early to divulge anything about the film right now. I'm sure the makers will make official announcement about what the storyline and all of that is going to be. But trust me, it's going to be. We hope and we wish and we pray, because we're all trying to make sure that it is way better than what Commando was.
Right. What are the preparations you're doing in terms of action? I mean, you have to match steps with your Jama yet again. Yeah,
it is quite a task. Yeah, it's quite a task to be, literally matching, especially running and all of that was like crazy, because he's an athlete and he's like a cheetah. He's so agile. He's
also into Kalari Pite.
Yeah,
has he ever asked you to?
No, never asked me to do. But starting मैं से मेरे को सिखा देना. So एक दो चीजें I was like, okay, रहने दे, तू ही कर. You need to do it. It's not my cup of tea. See, he's been training since he was 3. So I mean, of course, he's had a lot of training. And suddenly, if you want to become like the Vidyut Jambal, it's not possible because he has had years and decades of training into it. But no, I'm not too keen on Kalari Pite and karate and action right now. My genre is, of course, the songs, the dancing, the feeling shy, and acting, and looking pretty, and all of that. So all that, of course, there's dance classes going on, and there's gym, so that the stamina is built, because I will have to run again.
Pooja, every actor sets a course for himself in Bollywood. For instance, if you see a Ranbir Kapoor, he does one Barfi, and then he does 3 commercial films, say Ye Jawani Hai Diwani, or say some Bachna Hai Hasina, or a Besharam. What kind of a course do you want to set for yourself, or you just want to go with the flow? What is Pooja Chopra's strategy?
No strategy. In fact, reaching here also wasn't a strategy at all. I didn't ever think or imagine I'll ever become a heroine from a tomboy. So no, I can't. The thing is, I don't think I can really plan about what films I will do, or of course I would want to do hardcore commercial films, but at the same time I would want to do films that really test your mettle as an actor. So I don't know how early or how late I will get them in my life. So I will definitely want to go with the kind of films that I'm receiving, and then pick and choose from them.
also, I was reading that you belong to an all-girls school, okay?
Yeah.
And now you're in a profession wherein you have to be very communicative with the opposite sex. So the process of being a girl who only had a lot of chick friends to being a girl who has to romance, at times more than romance, to guys on screen. How's the process? How's the transfer? How are you handling all that?
Very easy. Because of course I am from an all-girls school, but I never had issues ever communicating with guys because I used to bully the guys. So it was not like, oh, ladka aa gaya hai aur sharmao and all, yaar daro please. I'd be like, kya hai, chal nikal. So I was a bully, I was a tomboy. I used to bully the guys. Forget about girls. I used to bully the guys. I was a terror. In a girls' school, I would always be, see, it's a girls' school, so most of the times you have these dramas and skits and plays and Rashtrageets and all that. So I would always be the boy. I had boy cut hair. My idol then was Kiran Bedi. I wanted to be an IAS officer. So for everything I was like this voice, very boisterous. So I would always become the Mastikor Rahul with Topi Ulta and playing football in all the skits. So kabhi bhi ladke ka role aaya, Pooja ko ladka banao. So I never ever had a problem communicating with a guy. Trust me, you put a guy right now in the room. After 2 hours he will feel shy or he will not know what to talk, but I would still keep jabbering. So fortunately, for me, I never had stage fright. Neither did I ever have a problem communicating with guys. So now also it's like oh, chill. I don't consider them as opposite sex. So you have to behave in a certain decorum. Or when ladka aaya to kya? Big deal. He should get scared. Why should I get scared? He should feel shy. Why should I feel shy?
What does Pooja do when she's not shooting or when she's not facing the arc lights?
A lot of things. I mean, I really think 24 hours are really very less because there's so much. Basically, I'm a very hyper person. Okay, I will either be on the phone, either some meetings, or friends, or family, either on the internet, browsing, searching, or something or the other, or watching films, listening to music, reading. I would never be like, Vela, अच्छा अब क्या करें? कुछ नहीं करने के लिए. हमेशा कितनी सारी चीजें होती हैं. Either to catch up with friends, or family, or work, or future planning, or dance classes, or my gym, or reading my dialogues, or script, or like something or the other is always there. Okay. Which like keeps you going all the time.
Okay. Tell me something about your style statement. Yeah, I mean, what are you the most comfortable? Of course, you said in your shorts and ganjis, but yeah, when you go out, what do you prefer? What's your, considering it's the monsoons, what's your statement like?
It's the monsoon, so obviously it cannot be anything heavy and too clingy or too tight. It'll be, I mean, basically my style is very comfortable. I would never wear anything which I'm a little uncomfortable with. It'll be something very comfortable. I am into fashion, but I won't say I'm into high fashion. You would never see me in edgy clothes, like
very feminine.
Yeah, very feminine. It's very feminine, very girly, very sophisticated and classy, but never edgy, never high fashion. It won't be all that.
Why
because
not?
that's not me. That's not me. You would never see me. I mean, until unless.
We would never see you in a punkish avatar,
no,
like black nail polish. And
of course, if it's a designer shoot and I need to do, all of that, then okay, maybe. But otherwise, it doesn't come naturally. Naturally, what will come is okay, girly, feminine, and dainty, and all of that will come naturally. The others won't. So if I'm left to my choice that, acha ye event hai, kya pehenna hai? So I'll either stick to short, cool dresses, or maybe some gowns. Saris are okay. Salwar kameez is fine. But as soon as it'll come to something like like edgy, I'd be like, "Acha nahi, ye itna nahi. We'll go with something else."
Pooja, we have heard that a lot of your admirers have compared your smile with the Madhuri Dixit, and apparently when you were a kid, you wanted to get your dimples surgically. Yeah, tell us something about that.
What do I tell you? When I was in school, I think 6th or 7th standard, we had Preeti Zinta, this rage and such pretty dimples. So what I would do is I would take pencils and pens and like stick them inside my cheek and study.
That's barbaric.
And literally inside it, like tight, ekdam jor se. So many times I would keep it like this, ekdam tight, and then study. And after about 2.5, 3 minutes, when it would start hurting, then I would go to the mirror and smile. So there would be a temporary dimple and I would become very happy. And I would wonder that ye hamesha kyun nahi rehta hai? So I would like put it there for as long as possible. And my mummy was like, what are you doing? I said, I want dimples. So she said, theek hai. 10th mein 85% ke upar la, I'll get you dimple surgery done. So I was very happy. I said, oh, done? I mean, that was like my wish, my ultimate wish. I said, so 10th mein I got 87%. I said, chalo mama abhi, aapne bola tha na, dimples karaoge, ab chalo. So she took me to a doctor also. Dr. Ashok was his name, and she took me to the doctor. And doctor looked at me. He said, why do you want dimples? I said, I want dimples. And he totally persuaded me not to do it. He said, nahi, actually it's a defect. actually dimples. The formation of dimples is nothing.
facial defect.
It's actually a facial defect. So he said, well, we'll have to cut it, slit your mouth under se, and then remove a nerve and cut it and then stitch it up again. It's too much of pain. I said, but you will like put me to sleep, right? I mean, I won't know everything. Yeah, but after that you will have a problem in chewing. I said, for how long? Imagine even then I'm like, for how long? He said, maybe 1 or 2 months. It's okay, no problem. Because I was so convinced. So he's like, okay, you go back home, you think about it, and you come back to me in a week and I'll tell you. And I said, okay. I went back home and mummy's like, are you sure? खून निकलेगा बहुत सारे. Totally dissuaded. I said, नहीं, मेरे को करना है तो करना ही है. And after 2 weeks when I went to the doctor, mummy didn't come. I said, doctor, I want to do. He said, has your mother said yes? I said, yes. She said yes. And you tell me how much to pay you. This is it. Doctor, you tell me how much to pay you and tell me when to do it. He said, my secretary will get in touch with you and we'll let you know. And take her number. And you don't need to come. And I took her number. Whenever doctor's traveling, doctor's not there. He just didn't want to do it.
Your mom gave her the much needed instructions.
I don't know, but he just didn't do it. I just hated myself. Basically, the thing is, I remember in 10th standard, I have one Miss Mount Carmel. And you go to these typical studios because I got a small crown and that sash in that girls' school.
Yeah.
Out of 240 students, I won Miss Mount Carmel. I don't know how with that short hair. So whatever, I won. And my mother took me to the studio to get a picture done. And when Nani saw it, Nani's like, "Iski smile to bilkul Madhuri Dixit jaisi hai." And I was like, "Chhi? ये झूठ क्यों बोल रहे हो आप?" I used to accuse them. I said, "What rubbish, y'all are just lying. I hate my smile." And in Pune, after that, I think after in college, we had this Miss Residency Club, Miss NDA, Miss Pune Queen, and Queen of Queens, and Miss Maharashtra Queen. And invariably, I used to win, say, about 3-4 pageants out of 6-7 pageants. And in most, if not all, I would win Beautiful Smile by default. And it would amaze me कि कितनी गंदी smile है. How can people give me Beautiful Smile? I remember one day just sitting in front of the mirror and smiling. I'm literally doing this and I'm like, हाँ ठीक है, इतनी बुरी भी नहीं है. And after that, I started liking my smile. And Miss India was like, verification, validating, अच्छा हाँ अच्छी smile. And after that too, when I met people after winning the pageant, the first thing they would say is, "Oh, your smile is really beautiful. You have a very nice smile." As if I won only because of my smile. And photographers to say, Colgate, you're the perfect brand ambassador for Colgate and stuff.
Do we see you endorsing one of those toothpaste brands in the near future?
My friend Sonam Kapoor is now endorsing Colgate. So I think probably maybe if they're looking for a replacement, I think I could be a good ambassador.
Talking about friends, Pooja, do you have any friends in the industry?
I think all are my friends in the industry. I don't think I have any enemies in the industry.
No, one of those wherein you can call up whenever you want, or when you're in the middle of a problem.
Right now, if I'm ever in the middle of a professional problem, the first person I will call is Vipul Shah, because he's been my guide, mentor. He's literally taken me through this entire process, my first project and the second project. So any professional problem, my 2 a.m., 4 a.m. friend will definitely, he will be so what do I do with this? How do I handle this? But if it's not professional, then my 2 a.m. or 4 a.m. friend will definitely not be anyone from the industry. It will be my janta. Right. Like my school friends, college friends who know me, how I would react to things. I'm a very emotional person. I only deal with things from the heart. I will never think and react. I will just instantly react, and it's very emotional. So I don't know how much professional people will know me as a person, but my people know me much more. So I will rely on them.
Don't you think it's easier for people to know you because you talk a lot?
Of course, but again, I can't just talk to everybody. Meaning, if you have say Vidyut, of course, is a friend. Say for my next film, if you have a Varun or a Siddharth, or I'm sure that first day itself I will not start blabbering.
You sure?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be like, okay, like thoda, and then slowly it'll increase. But I'm sure it cannot be compared to what my friends know me. Okay. If Vidyut also knows me from past 2 years, I'm sure it can nowhere be compared to friends who know me from past 12 years. So instead of calling a Vidyut कि यार ये problem है क्या करूँ, I will call up say a Saurav or a Shailendra or an Aruna कि यार इसके लिए क्या करूँ, what do you think? So I will call my people, but professionally I think I will call Vipul sir. His experience, and he literally babies me. I'm sure that whatever he tells me to do and advice and guidance, everything has really worked for me. He's been like a mentor. So I think if any professional problem, I'm sure I can
totally
call him.
Rely on.
Yeah, rely on him.
The Pooja, any recent performance that has totally blown you away and totally mesmerized you, and you have seen yourself, oh, I wish I would have done that kind of a feeling?
I think everything Priyanka Chopra does for some strange reason. I think she's one hell of an actor. Even a person, she's like a powerhouse. The way she's come up.
I loved her in Saath Khoon Ma.
Dostana,
Barfi.
Fashion, Saath Khoon Maaf, Aitraz. I mean, and all her roles and characters are so different. Now she's doing Mary Kom.
Right.
I mean, the roles that she chooses are all so different from one and the other, and so convincingly she does it. Of course, she's been involved in a lot of variety of charity.
Right.
Also, she's funding so many villages, and she stands up for female education, female feticide, poverty, and now she's of course like a rock star, like a guitar and a singer. And again, coming from nowhere, no background, no godfather, no formal acting or dancing or training.
You relate to the making it big on my own terms.
Like wow,
yeah.
and how. So like I think every performance she does, even when she performs at award functions, like you're like wow. In fact, coincidentally she was even there for my Miss India top 5.
Okay.
She was performing, and I danced with her. So she's a very warm girl, very friendly, again powerhouse. Like she's so animated and very friendly, very approachable, so super talented. I think I really look up to her.
Basically, not the kind of girl who would cuddle up with her soft toys and
no.
and wear pink shoes and pink hairband.
No way, please. I mean, I've never ever worn mom's heels or mom's saris or lipsticks or ever looked at the mirror. Never. I've been a tomboy. I've worn baggy shirts and those loose denims, and I've been a guy.
Roll up your sleeves.
Yeah, like it'll be till here.
Okay.
So I've never been like those cuddly. I don't think I've ever had even teddy bears and soft toys. No, not that I've played with cars, but I've never needed anything to play. I've gone out, played with friends, or played with dogs.
Okay.
And no, I don't have a pet right now because I stay with my cook and my grandmother, and I need to be taken care of right now. I don't think I can take care of anybody, and I would really not want to pet somebody and not be able to give them complete. I travel so much and I'm working, and they need a lot of love, a lot of care.
Right.
And at a point when I know that I will be able to give them complete care, love so they will get even now, but complete care and attention I'll get them then. But नानी तो अभी भी बोलती है कि देखो मेनका गांधी के साथ होना चाहिए था. तभी भी everyone कि इसको ना मेनका गांधी के साथ डाल दो, इसकी life set है. I wanted to
join
become
Peter.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I really would. At a point of time, I remember I would say that I want to be a vet. Why? But only dogs ka vet, because I love only dogs. So मैं dogs ka hi vet.
You've had a variety of ambitions, right?
Oh, yeah. I remember the first was I think a conductor, because when we go in the bus, when we would go in the bus school में, so he would take all the money and he would put all the money inside. So I was like, he'd be so rich. So सबसे पैसे लेता है और सब दे देता है इसको, वैसे कितना रिच होगा. तो मेरे को भी कंडक्टर बना है. Then after that I think a baker, because when you go to pastry shops you see that this guy can eat pastry anytime. Like we तो मतलब मम्मी को इतना बताना पड़ता है, मम्मा प्लीज 10 out of 10 लाई हूँ, गुड लेके आई हूँ, मेरे को पेस्ट्री चाहिए, मुझे केक चाहिए. ये तो इसकी दुकान है, तो कभी भी पेस्ट्री खा सकते हैं. मेरे को ना बड़े होके बेकर बनना है. And then it was a vet. No, then it was a vet.
Okay.
And then it was Kiran Bedi. Kiran Bedi was for the longest of time. Say, मतलब जब से वो थोड़ी अक्कल आ जाती है ना, say from the 7th grade till I think the 12th, जब से Miss India हो गया, 12th, yeah, 7th till 12th was Kiran Bedi. But before that was baker and vet and this thing, conductor.
Okay. I'm sure your mom was very proud of you.
She would not pay heed to any of that. अच्छा ये बनना है, चलो कोई बात नहीं, बन लो. So exactly when I said 12th में, I think or first year में, that Mama Miss India, she's like अच्छा okay, graduation कर लो, फिर कर लेना जो करना है. She thought this is like one of those passing hobbies or ambitions which would just pass away. It चला जाएगा. But to her surprise and my surprise also, I don't know that I really pursued it and I was into it and I really wanted to win it, and it was like this junoon and josh that Miss India jeetna hai.
Pooja, considering you just love to talk so much, has there ever been instances wherein you're doing your scene or wherein you're delivering in front of the camera and you just go overboard with it and you add your own bit and you have improvised?
Yeah.
Has there ever been something
the
of that
fortunate part is, touchwood, that Simrit, of course, I relate a lot to Simrit because she's a lot like me.
Yeah.
She's a pataka. She keeps jabbering. She's fun. She's very rebellious. She's very stern, very firm. गुस्से वाली है, भाग जाएगी, impulsive है.
Yeah. I've seen the film and it's a lot like you.
It's a lot like me, and plus at the same time she's very emotional. Family ties. She's very, very closely knit and closely bound with her family. So it's a lot like me. In fact, I was told and asked to improvise. Ki, if you want to add anything on your own, any body language, any line, anything that you feel comfortable with, go ahead, do it. So I had complete liberty. So fortunately, and it was liked. Like even off the camera, when the scene would be cut and I would be standing and doing something, and our director would say, "That's Simrit's body language. Retain that, do it." And I would say, "ये तो मैं हूँ, ठीक है, okay, I will do it." So it was like, it is Simrit Kaur and Pooja Chopra very, very alike. Like, it is like a marriage of two things. I'm glad that in my first film I was so comfortable.
You think it will be very challenging for you if you have to play a very quiet and reserved girl?
Yes, it will be. For sure. So you know what, I've thought about that because this question was asked to me in one of my interviews. कि अगर एक लड़की जो बहुत शांत एंड स्वभाव की है एंड यू नो बहुत मेच्योर्ड है, एकदम क्वाइट है, तो आप कैसे कैसे उसको हैंडल करेंगे? सो आई सेड कि सीन मैक्सिमम 2-3 मिनट का होता है, तो उससे पहले मैं 1 घंटा खूब बातें करूंगी और फिर जब थोड़ी थक जाऊंगी ना, मोस्टली ऑब्वियसली आधे 1 घंटे के बाद थक जाते हो ना, कितनी बात करोगे, तो तब मैं यू नो आई विल गेट रेडी फॉर माय शॉट एंड आई से हाँ अब टेक करते हैं एंड देन आई विल टेक माय शॉट.
Okay. So Pooja, tell me something about your love life.
Love life. Okay, my love starts with I love everything. What do we start with? Family a lot, career more than that.
What, you're young,
Friends.
you don't go for dates and stuff.
Which guy will want to date another guy? I'm a gundi.
The guy who wears a nice, pretty little pink dress.
Oh no, then I would not want to date him. No, love life. Right now, I'll tell you. Right now, the space I'm in, that is work, family, friends, and myself. I'm very happy. The thing is, of course, I want to fall in love at some point of time. I would love to. I'm sure if a guy comes across and like sweeps me off my feet, I would even get carried away.
So
but
are you
right
one
now,
of those who believes in the ting effect?
ting
ting.
Yeah, I think वो ऊपर से वो कोई बोर्ड तो नहीं पकड़ेगा, लेकिन कुछ तो इशारा होगा, या तो फूल बरसेंगे या तो वायलेंस प्ले होंगे. Rubbish, nonsense. No, I don't.
Thank God.
Come on, don't
I just thought another one bites the dust. Okay.
No. I think I'm very realistic and I have no expectations or something. But he should just be a normal and genuine person. I am not that I want him to be a code gesture and have a great sense of humor and just make me laugh. He should just be a sensible person who should understand me. Humble, sensible, normal person. Normal, relatable, genuine. That's it. And I don't think that's very difficult. But right now I think I'm in this very satisfied space. And you know, by the way, love brings along a lot of things. It brings a lot of happiness, a lot of fun, a lot of joy. But you know, idhar udhar, like it's like idhar udhar sprinkles mein a little bit of heartburn, heartache, crying,
it's
and
also
all that.
a lot of responsibility to keep a relationship going.
There you go.
Yeah.
And like I said, I need a lot of care and love right now. I need people to take care of myself. I don't think I can take care of a relationship right now. And why get into something when you know that you might not be able to give it the time and you know give in as much as what is required. So why poor guy का life spoil करने का? Anyways, my friends say that वो लड़के ने कितने पाप किए होंगे जिसकी शादी तेरे साथ होगी. He'll go mad. You're going to like drive him up the wall. And that's for sure. You know, all my friends are going to warn him. Dude, are you sure? Like, are you in your senses? Are you sure you want to be with? Are you sure you want to marry? It's going to be like that.
I hope he's a good listener though.
Yeah, but by the way, I don't even want like somebody I hate these statues and these guys or people who just don't talk and like you feel like talking to the wall. Hello, respond. And a lot of times, you know, when I'll be like, hello, you don't talk, they'll be like, give me a chance to talk. But no, of course he has to be a good listener. He should be a good listener. But at the same time, he should be complimenting me and you know the ha's and who's ke alawa also he should be throwing in some things and keep telling me or whatever. I mean, he should just not be quiet.
Okay, I get it. And I'm sure he'll be a very lucky guy. Pooja, last but not the least, what can you do to be one of the best actors in B-Town?
What can I do to be one of the best actors in B-Town? I think select the right projects. And I think, unfortunately for me, there's no godfather who will be able to tell me कि यार ये script work करेगी और ये script नहीं work करेगी. So I have to obviously, right now I'm playing very safe to be honest. I am taking up projects. I'm even listening to scripts. Only the ones that have good, well-known directors. First thing, my priority is not that I want to act with Ranbir Kapoor or I want to act with this guy, but it's the directors. Of course, I am the first priority. I think is the directors, and then second is going to be my role, my contribution or my part in the entire project. And if these two work for me, then I'll be taking the project on. And I think if I have this thing, if I take something on, I will completely be immersed into it. Completely immersed into it. I mean, since school, I've been a topper, by the way. I was a masti. My teachers have told my mother कि अगर ये studies में इतनी अच्छी नहीं होती, हम इसको expel कर देते. ये suspend हो जाती school से. There was no way this girl was going to be in school. They would keep my papers 75 on 75, 100 on 100 because my sister was a Hitler. If I got a 9.5 on 10, I would shiver कि अब पढ़ेगी घर पे. So at home, I would only be with books. That's why all the masti would come out outside.
That's really surprising because girls like you get into professions like medical or engineering.
Exactly. You said it. You know, my teachers, Miss Lobo, Miss Preeti, Miss Iyengar, they will still tell you that we thought she'll either be an engineer or she'll be a doctor. Because she was very good in studies. So we actually thought we are shocked she's this, what she is. But all the studious credit goes to my sister. I would by heart math sums. I'm a popat. Basically, I'm a ratta master. I'm telling you.
By heart sums.
Yeah, because I wouldn't understand and I would get less marks. I would by heart sums and go. And if those sums came in, done. I would I can exactly. You give me 4 pages, 4 fullscapes of
you just
dialogues.
love mugging up, basically.
I can mug up anything. Like I'm a popat, ratta master.
No wonder you deliver your dialogues amazingly.
Exactly. It's like even with commas and full stops, I'll tell you. Like sometimes my sister would turn कि हाँ मैं answer बोलूँ, she'll turn 2 pages and then she'd get lost and I'll say page 23, second last line. I'll tell her like that. So I'm a ratta master.
Yeah, I'm sure you have a picture perfect memory then.
Yeah, it's like photographic memory. कि अच्छा पढ़ लिया. पर ऐसा है मतलब if you see my brain is fortunately very conditioned. Like says it's like a huge answer, history answer. And अभी 3 घंटे में एग्जाम है. I will tell my brain. अच्छा listen. सिर्फ 4 घंटे के लिए ये आंसर याद रखना, उसके बाद साफ. 4 घंटे में if you ask me the answer, if you make me write.
I think you're a machine.
No, I think in Bombay I'm a machine. But after 4 hours, if you ask me the answer, I'll be sapat. I will not know it. I will not know it.
How I wish I could do that in school.
It's simple. It's not. It's you just have to tell your mind, you have to condition it. Okay, कि like say it's a huge dialogue. Dialogue में तो अभी तक हुआ नहीं है. But 8th, 9th, 10th, I had come first in elocution competitions, and you have 6 pages to write. You know, obviously speeches. So I would tell my brain, okay, बस 3 दिन, and in my mind I'd say okay 3. अच्छा 2 दिन, अच्छा 1 दिन, अच्छा 5 घंटे. 5 घंटे में you make me stand up on the stage. कितने भी audience, I will not stop for a second, not for a moment. The moment I'm down from the stage, you ask me first sentence, I won't know. I'll say wait. 2 sentences I'll say and forget. I'll say I don't know.
Yeah, you can be quite a case study for a psychologist. You know?
I think so. Very interesting one for them. Quite a challenge.
So Pooja, I guess this would be it. It was a pleasure talking to you. Best of luck for Commando 2.
Thank you.
And I really hope you get your action and your stunts and your fight sequences right without breaking any bones, of course.
Yeah, I think people around me should worry about breaking bones.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.